Today I'm going to show you the best diet book for weight loss and recipe cookery books too. Hey everybody! If you don't know me, welcome to my channel. I am Sophie Giuliano and I am here every week, or almost every week, giving you healthy lifestyle tips to keep you looking, feeling, and being more and more beautiful as the years go by. So today I wanted to zero in on something that is very, very close to my heart. It's what I teach as a board certified nutritionist, and it's all about diet. So that old chestnut, the diet, the diets that don't work, and the gazillions, thousands and thousands of diet books over the years. And I'm sure even in your lifetime, you've come across a few, you've read a few, you've tried a few. They last for a little bit and then they don't last for a bit. And I think overwhelmingly the main thing, not even just about weight loss diet programs and weight loss diet books, but anything in the nutrition space, being a nutritionist, is that there's so much confusion right now. There is so much conflicting information. There is actually so much fake news out there. So as somebody who takes science very seriously, because I've been taught and I've been educated, and I feel it's my responsibility to you that I'm not just spouting my opinion. I can gather together all sorts of information. I can do, 3 or 4 different degrees and then come up with something that is my opinion. But what's really of great interest to me is the science, the evidence-based science behind any piece of information, nutritional wise or dietary wise, that I would share or recommend to you as my client, as I work with a lot of private clients. So this video, I'm showing you 4 books that I recommend that you buy immediately, because I think that they will really help you on your sort of dietary health journey. I've never liked to call anything a diet that I prescribed. I call it a live it, because it's about something that you do in your life every single day. It's not something that you're just going to do some extreme thing for a short amount of time. That never works. Extremes don't work. Unnatural extremes don't work, because the thing is, you can't trick your body. You can't, no matter what somebody says, or you can hack your body this way, or hack your body that way, or hack your body to burn fat, or hack your body. Your body knows what to do. It knows how to bring everything back to this homeostasis. That's what it wants to do. Your body wants to heal you. Your body wants you to be your ideal weight. Your body wants this for you. This is natural. So we have to allow it to do that. But to do that, we have to put the right nutrition into our body. So that is that's my philosophy. But let's get straight on to book number 1. So this book is called How Not to Diet. And this is by Dr. Michael Greger, who is a friend, and he is also a mentor of mine. So I've been following Dr. Greger for years. We met on a TV show when he came onto my regular TV show, and we hit it off and we chatted and we did live streams and whatnot together. We've done quite a few Facebook live streams since then. And, whenever I have a question or a conundrum or anything, he's the first person I go to. And the reason why is because it's so difficult to trust anybody in this day and age. And what I was saying to you about not making it my opinion, but looking at the science, this is the man that taught me to do that. This is the man that taught me that everybody's going to have a different opinion. Every doctor you meet will have a different opinion. And by the way, doctors generally have under 20 hours of nutritional training in an 8-year journey of education. So they have a very minute amount of nutritional training. That's very, very important to know. But really what he taught me to do, along with, health science degree, is how to really cut through the noise, the misinformation and the myths, and look at a meta-analysis of all current available nutritional research. That's what Dr. Michael Greger does for us. And I'll link to his site underneath, nutritionfacts.org. You can find so much information there, and every single video he has, when you look underneath the transcript, there's a little button that you can push for all the citations. So every single thing that he says is backed up by multiple peer-reviewed studies, and that's really, really important. So anyway, now that serious bit is over, let's get to the fun of this, because he's actually a really funny man. He's got a raucous sense of humor, and he's written 3 books. So the first one is called How Not to Die. I will link to that underneath the video. How Not to Die is an international bestseller. It's been translated into goodness knows how many languages. And my dad, who is 94 years old, I gave him a copy of this, I think when he was 93, and he started eating broccoli for the first time in his life at 93 years old. And my dad, incidentally, is a scientist. He's a chemist. And so for him, any book that I give him or have done, or any book that anybody gives him, he's got a really good, sharp mind still, and he can really tear it apart and find holes in the philosophy and the science. But that How Not to Die book, he read it cover to cover about 3 times, couldn't argue with it. So Michael Greger, you got my dad on that one. But seriously, How Not to Die is a really fantastic book, because he goes into the science of sort of how not to die from all the main major diseases. So if you haven't read that book, please do. Then he brought out the How Not to Die cookbook, I believe last year, which is a really fantastic cookbook with beautiful, beautiful photographs. This is the one that you want to get this year. So you can pre-order it right now, wonderful holiday gift. And he goes into into basically weight loss diet. So if you are somebody who needs and wants to lose unwanted pounds, you need to own a copy of this book. Because it's a big, thick book. It is so dense with information. But I think why you'll find it so fascinating, and I'm already beginning to do my little post-it note thing here, is because it's study upon study upon study, and it's irrefutable. So any question that you might have, such as really anything, that over the years you've just amassed all this information and you can't see the wood for the trees, and one expert is saying this and another expert is saying that. Well, Dr. Michael Greger really puts it to rest, because he looks at the studies and he puts it all together, and then he will basically say, and this is what the conclusion is. So whether that's, should I have consume vinegar to help me lose weight? Should I drink 8 glasses of water or 6 glasses of water? Should I drink it before a meal, during a meal, or after a meal? How much should I exercise? Should I exercise before I eat, after I eat? Should I exercise in a fasted state or not a fasted state? And on and on and on. Almost anything that you've thought of pertaining to weight loss, you will find the answers in this book. And I actually just earmarked, because I just thought, I don't even know where to start. I knew I wanted to do this video because I love him so much. There's a whole big section about plastic. And, the plastic, how BPA in plastic products, contributes to, or does it? I'm not giving anything away, because you gotta get the book, to obesity, to gaining weight. There's a lot of huge aha moments in this book. And another that I just wrote here on my little thing was chicken. So really interesting. And the one reason I wanted to say this in this book is because so often chicken and turkey is thought of as a diet food. And I know so many clients who we've switched them over, but in the past they couldn't get past that mindset of, but I just need to have a chicken breast and a lettuce leaf and then I'm going to lose weight. And then, of course, it just didn't happen. It wasn't sustainable for all the hundreds of reasons that I teach. It didn't happen. They didn't end up having the, the weight loss and the health that they were really looking after. Because for me, weight loss and health go hand in hand. And we put health first and we get the weight loss for free. So anyway, I'm not going to go on much more. You know that I'm a big fan of this book. I have probably about 200 books of different kinds in my bookcase, good books to do with nutrition, and this really tops it as one of it's definitely in my top 10. So there you go, featuring Dr. Greger's 21 tweaks to accelerate weight loss. There you go. Oh, and by the way, before I go on to the other books, I'm just going to go through these recipe books, because now we've learned how not to diet. Now we need to know how to make a few of the recipes, right? Because he's going to get you to eat whole food, plant-based, and a lot of other things. And I just wanted to say, my passion in life is to help you to be your best self, live your best self, to prevent disease, to help lessen your risk of disease for the rest of your life, and in the process to lose unwanted pounds. And so if you ever want to hop on a breakthrough call with me to discuss how I can help you and break you through possibly some of your blocks, I'll pop a little link to that underneath the video. Okay, so next up we have 3 recipe books that I want to point you to, because one of the things that you really want to think about as you move forward on your health journey, on your beautiful, healthy weight loss journey, is you're going to be eating whole food, plant-based. And if you read this book from cover to cover, you will understand why. And that's what you're going to want to do. So I thought I just wanted to throw in there, because maybe it's that time of year when you want to start buying gifts for people. And I just thought to myself, as a little bundle for a holiday gift, or a gift any time of year, depending on when you're watching this video, a birthday gift, these 3 all bundled up together in a beautiful bow make a really great gift for anybody who wants to kickstart their healthy weight loss journey. All right, so let me quickly rattle through the 3 other books I'm going to suggest that you have in your little arsenal here. So one is the McDougall Quick and Easy Cookbook. So John McDougall has been around for years. I have a lot of respect for him. He's in the same sort of wheelhouse as promoting, whole food, plant-based diet. He's worked with hundreds of thousands of people to prevent disease and to accelerate weight loss. And this book I love because, listen, it's over 300 delicious, low-fat recipes you can prepare in 15 minutes or less. And when he talks about low fat, I just do need to point this out, that we're not talking low fat as in low fat foods, because they are not a good idea. And I'm really against low fat and fat free anything, because anything you buy in the store that is labeled as low fat or fat free, they have put so much other junk in there, because you take away the fatty taste and then you've really got to dial up the sweet and salty. You have to, because otherwise that food is not going to taste how the food manufacturer wants you to taste it. They want that food to be blissful for your taste buds, also known as addictive to your taste buds. So something that's low fat, there's low fat devil's food cake, or sorry, 0 fat, I think, devil's food cake. So just avoid those labels. I just wanted to throw that in there. But anyway, so this book is not that. It's not that kind of low fat. It's taking the oil and the unnecessary fat out of your recipes. And these are the books that I look for, because a lot of vegan cookery books, by the way, and whole food plant-based books have a lot of fat in them. There's a lot of oils, there's a lot of nuts. They're very, very heavy on the fats, and often they're very heavy on the sugar. And sometimes they can even be heavy on the refined grains, particularly gluten-free cookery books. So you have to be careful. It's taken me a while to sort of find those cookery books that just give me, oh, there's a quick recipe and it has nothing in it that I need to avoid. That's what you want to look for. So that's one book there. Another one there, which I'm really loving, is called Straight Up Food. And this is Healthy Eating You Can Live With by Kathy Fisher. Haven't got my glasses on, so I'm holding it out here. Delicious and easy plant-based cooking. Now listen to this. Without salt, oil, or sugar. So I call those the three. It's the SSF. The sugar, the salt, and the fat. And those are the addictive tastes in our food. So to find a cookery book that is all of those things and is beautifully illustrated, mushroom risotto, baked French fries, falafel patties, corn chowder, split pea and yam soup, a herb roasted potatoes, and on and on and on. Cardamom raisin rice pudding. I mean, everything in here is delicious. It's on a spiral binder, which I love because it's really easy to use in your kitchen. You know, some of those books that you've got to stand up and you've got to like put something heavy to keep the pages open. I'll put my phone on there and then my phone will slide off into the sink or something like that. So this is great. I love the way it's designed. They've just done she has done such a great job with this book. So I'm loving that book. So grab that. And then finally, last but not least, is a very tiny little inexpensive, it's almost more like a little pamphlet, and it's called Easy Vegan Salad Dressings with NutriBullet. So it's created by NutriBullet. I do not work with NutriBullet. I have nothing to do with NutriBullet. I just saw this and I thought it was a great little recipe book because I happen to have a NutriBullet. You don't have to. You can have any blender whatsoever. But this is what I like about it. It is 23 oil-free, plant-based, vegan salad dressing recipes, 25 of them. And why you're going to want to have this is that when you start eating whole food, plant-based, no oil, no sugar, and very low salt or no salt, you're going to need your dressings and your sauces because you have to have flavor. That's really what is going to dial up every single recipe and make you so excited about this new way of eating. So you need to know how to do it, and they've come up with this great little book, Green Goddess, Italian herb, creamy Italian, cilantro, lime, and on and on and on. So I love it. That Works For Me by Sherry Inman. So that's it, my friends. Those are the 4 books and 1 bookette that I recommend for this season. You cannot go wrong. You're going to be so happy. Gift them to yourself, gift them to your friends, and get started on your beautiful, healthy weight loss journey, doing it in a set way that's really safe and also that's really enjoyable, because it's all about being satiated. And what's true with everything that I have here and all of these books and all of the philosophy of all of these authors is truly, it's about not restricting your portion size. It's not restricting the amount of food you eat. You're actually going to end up eating probably more than you've ever eaten. You will never, ever go hungry. So that's all from me for this video, and do check out some of my other videos because there's a lot of them about nutrition and about weight loss. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time.